WDSU first warning weather is going to be about the cloud cover, the increasing winds, how that impacts coastal flooding, and then rain. Got temperatures 60s right now, right around 60 degrees, just over maybe Grand Isles at 54. Northeast winds right now will get stronger. Those will start to increase. That means we've got coastal flooding and advisories kick in later on tonight. This is mainly going to be for Plaquemines, parts of Orleans Parish facing northeast, Lake Borgne going to the Gulf, and maybe parts of even Lake Pontchartrain. And I'm also watching lower Plaquemines too. As the winds get even stronger, those are going to go coastal flood warnings. I'll show you in a bit. This is all due to, I know it just looks like a mass of some clouds, some light rain right now, but that is a very potent system a few miles up into the air. As that slides a little farther south and east the next few days, it actually forms the strongest storm more into the Gulf, and we're looking for the main part of this to be east and southeast of this, and it's a major East Coast storm, a nor'easter as they call it. But for us, the cloud cover coming in noted that it's going to be tough viewing for the Geminids tonight. It's 40s and 50s to start off Thursday morning, not as chilly and cold as we've been the previous few. Those are winds 15 to 25 with higher gusts. Go for a mostly cloudy day here tomorrow. A few rays of sun that could be through, but 60s might feel a little bit cool when you factor in the northeast winds continuing at about 10 to 20 and higher gusts and that cloud cover. There's a look at small craft advisories that kick in and will go all the way through Saturday for the lakes, Maurepas, Borgne, and even Lake Pontchartrain, and gale warnings going for more of the open waters. This could mean waves could go all the way up to 15 feet. This is for the Gulf. Waves even on the lake could be up to about 4 feet. But when you factor in the tidal range coming in with those strong northeast winds, that's going to be coastal flooding and impacts all the way from southern Hancock County, even southern St. Tammany Parish, Plaquemines, Orleans, and even St. Tammany Parish. The feeling is Friday we get a few more breaks in the clouds, a decent amount of sun coming through, but it's windy. Winds ramp up maybe 20 to 30 in higher gusts. Temperatures in the 60s might feel a little bit better, but it's a battle of the sun and the wind. So what we have into Saturday's rain chances coming in could be a south and north movement and some showers, but the main round of rain is moving west to east. This might come with a rumble of thunder. I may have to add that into the forecast, but right now most forecasts show it's a wave of rain that's in and then it's out. As for it's going to be some stronger storms, we'll have to wait and see. There are still a lot of variations that are going to come with the storm system. Highs before the rain move in could still be into the 60s, and it's windy that day too. This is also because the storm is really forming at this time. Look at it, it's all the way into the Gulf here on Saturday afternoon, and the strong winds will really be felt as we go from Friday into Saturday. Those should be the strongest winds, and we do hang on to some of the rain. Now, where we go from here, where that system moves northeast, really having the biggest impact in the southeastern U.S. and East Coast. Do we hang on to clouds? Do we hang on to rain that day? It's definitely going to be windy. Still have a small chance of some light rain, but we could break the clouds late in the day on Sunday to make things feel a little bit better. Then next week's kind of just an average week with temperatures lower 60s, some sun and a mix of clouds here and there. Most, if not all, this rain is really into the Gulf, and then we're hitting southeast and the East Coast. 3-inch rain totals and more over the next 5 days for us. It's a quick moving in with rain and then it's out. Not a whole lot of rain stacking up, maybe to the coast where we have an inch of rain that could go, and that's where it's most likely. WDSU first warning weather 7-day forecast. Again, the winds are the biggest part of the forecast, the clouds. Temperatures kind of low, mid-60s, and we'll continue to monitor how that rain's going to shape up for Saturday. That is still the likeliest rain day we have right now.